the lesson here is anytime you can trade a ball-dominant guard who can't shoot for three players who can be a part of your rotation, immediately you do it every single time. All right, welcome back to another episode of Swish or Brick. I'm Rohan Nadkarni, joined by my SI colleague and the host of Sports Illustrated's Open Floor podcast, Michael Pina. Michael, the name of the game is takes. We're going to exchange some. We're going to say if it's a swish or a brick. I'm going to let you go first. What do you got for me, Mike?
Rohan, Ja Morant will finish top 5 in the MVP race this season. The case is very simple. He's Ja Morant. I mean, he's like the most electric player in the entire league. We're recording this on a Sunday night in Staples Center. He had 40 and 10. Missed a free throw at the very end that could have taken the game to overtime. But he's unguardable. The three-point shot is actually falling for him now. The way he gets downhill, the way he draws two defenders and then finds, Steven Adams is just absolutely licking his chops at every possession now because he knows he's just going to get all these dunk opportunities. The kickouts to Jaren Jackson Jr. He's never made an all-star team yet. I think this is the third season leap for Ja, and the fact that his team is very good, but there is no other all-star caliber player beside him. I think that the MVP train could gain some momentum as the season goes along, so long as Memphis keeps winning. And I mean, this guy scored more points than anybody else so far this season. It's very early, but he's sensational.
Mike, like a Ja Morant 3, this take is a swish. I love it. It's hard to name a player in the NBA cooler than Ja Morant right now, who tried to dunk on seemingly every single player on the Lakers in that Sunday night game you mentioned. He misses that free throw and then immediately starts tweeting out the most motivational stuff ever. I love Ja Morant. I'm so happy that he's in Memphis. I think that city deserves him. After the Mike Conley, Marc Gasol era ended there, I'm all in with you. I think why top 5, maybe top 3. Let's get it going for Ja Morant early. I think he's been great. I love that take, Mike. That's a swish for me. Tell me what you think about this one, okay? Now, this offseason, we saw a lot of teams make some splashy moves. The Lakers brought in all these vets. The Chicago Bulls signed DeMar DeRozan. The Heat acquired Kyle Lowry in a sign and trade. But, Mike, I'm here to tell you right now that the team that had the best offseason in the entire NBA is the Washington Wizards. That's right, our undefeated Washington Wizards out there balling in the nation's capital. Incredible additions they made this summer, picking up 3 rotation players in the Russell Westbrook trade in Montrezl Harrell, Kyle Kuzma, and KCP, Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Each of whom have played at least 30 minutes in the team's first few games. Spencer Dinwiddie, the former Brooklyn Net, actually leads the team in scoring right now, 23.5 points per game through the team's first 2 games. I love what the Wizards have done. I'm going to be shocked if this team is not, at the very least, in the play-in again this year. I think they have the chance to be a real playoff team, however. Mike, what do you think? The Wizards adding all these impact guys, best offseason in the NBA.
I'm going to swish you.
Okay.
I'm going to swish you. I'm not going to brick you. I loved Washington's offseason. The foundational text here is the Russell Westbrook trade, which was just an absolute coup for the Wizards. Spencer Dinwiddie, it's so funny. Like, Bradley Beal goes down with an injury, misses the Pacers game, and it's like in any other season it would just be an automatic L for the Wizards, and instead Spencer Dinwiddie comes in, he's just like hitting step back threes, finishes with 34 points, is able to kind of commandeer a really effective crunch time offense. If you look at Basketball Reference right now, they have an MVP tracker, and obviously we're only 3 games into the season, so you don't need to check this right now, but if you did, Montrezl Harrell would be number 10 on the MVP watch right now. So they got a lot of things going for them. I loved all their additions, their moves. They're very deep. This team should make the playoffs this season if everybody stays healthy. So I'm swishing this.
There we go. I think the lesson here is anytime you can trade a ball-dominant guard who can't shoot for 3 players who can be a part of your rotation, immediately you do it every single time. That'll do it for this episode of Swish or Brick. We'll see you next time.